Hi guys! Clay just found out that I have never played Dead Space before, and he just let out a wonderful laugh. So this is gonna be, as Vinny just typed, interesting! So yeah, this is gonna be quite the ride. I've only fired it up to get the audio levels balanced. I think they're okay, but every time I say that, they're not. So we're gonna go and load it, and you tell me if the menu music is about right. I play Super Lucky's Tale now. I do have it. I have it installed. See? You know? Blessed be Game Pass. Also, by the way, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy is on Games with Gold. Use the link that I put on the Discord to get it. So you get it through the Xbox 360 store. So that way the license is permanent. Hey, Wordman. Isn't this game going to be 12 years old this year? 2008? So...
yes.
Yeah, 12 years old, yeah. So, actually, I think it's 12 years old this month. Oh, Wordman says you won your match on G1 Wrestling Universe.
Oh, sweet.
Forever, your G1 champion. So, it turns 12 years old in 2 weeks. Perfect! So, by the time we are done, it will have become... Is new Lucky new Lucky Super Tail? I don't know. Yes, Lucky's Tail is on the Switch, and that version is now on the Xbox. So, oh boy, this is quite an interface. All right, why does this sound loud? It didn't save anything.
Oh, you have to push A.
I did.
Maybe it's because you...
No, seriously, October 20th is the anniversary exactly in 2 weeks. Hey, we should tell EA Visceral. Oh, wait. Alright, well, this is what I had it set to. You guys tell me if this is just right. You can, of course, turn it up or down to your
don't
discretion.
forget subtitles.
Right, oh yeah, subtitles, right. Alright, is that too low? That joke was a deep cut. Womp womp. Is that too low, or is that just right? It sounds okay to me.
It'll do the brightness when you start a new game, too. So
Yeah, exactly. Yes, no, maybe so.
It's fine by me.
I'll take that as a yes, then. Alright. New game! Sounds fine to you? Okay. Yeah, I was medium, or would it be normal, because that's how it's normally supposed to be. Okay, good. Yeah, the only thing that I have was some costume. I can't remember what it was. It was the only free one.
If it's a costume, chances are it's the one suit that maxes you out instantly. Or not like not maxes you out, but it gives you the most defense slash inventory space.
Okay, well, that'll be useful.
Or else, because originally you're supposed to progressively get all that stuff.
Yes, EA Redwood Shores, before they were rebranded Visceral Entertainment and then closed after the third one because EA has no soul. Memory units, remember those? Glad Xbox stopped using those in future consoles. Stop it! They're solid-state drives in a proprietary format.
Now, there is an achievement for beating the game with only the plasma cutter.
I don't think we'll be doing that.
It's me.
Because the last time I did that, that was Mighty Number 9, and that was pain.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the plasma cutter's like the
I'm
best
sorry
weapon.
about
Is it really?
It's one of the best. It's up there.
I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
The only thing that I know about this game is that if you take the first letter of the name of each level, it spells out Isaac is dead at the end of the game.
It's not Isaac.
Oh, okay.
Someone else.
You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do.
Hey, Mal, what's up?
He's never played this, Mal.
Never played this,
He's
Mal.
never done this.
this trouble over that chunk of rock?
Deep space mining is
Hello, Kata.
Miss Daniels. Each is 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports.
Everybody tweeted Destin and tell him that I'm playing his Halloween costume.
Now,
Tweet Brian. Tell him this is Tom's first playthrough.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, go and tweet at Destin and Brian, especially Brian.
So that's Ishimura. Impressive.
I thought we were on the Ishimura.
No, we're headed to the Ishimura.
Oh gosh. Oh, I can do this.
And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Oh no, they haven't
Why is
inverted
all
it. I have
dark?
to
don't
fix
see any
this.
running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the other way around.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance
If
team
you
of the
count
airship.
every letter with the star on the Dead Space logo, it spells out, "You are Mr. Gay."
You're gonna need to
That was from 2007, but I'll let it pass because it's such a good meme. Hi, Revulsive, we miss you. Please
Never
come
heard of a
back.
Total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
Which Squaresoft game was it, Mal?
What is that?
It's a busted array like we thought. Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Threads of Fate. An action RPG from 2000. What was it on the PS2? Oh, this is bad.
What the hell?
Sir, the auto dock.
What is it?
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields. Their guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual, now.
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
No! We can make it inside. Corporal, gave you an order.
Field's too strong.
PS1? Okay. I think I might have it? I bought a lot of... It might be on my PS3. I just bought, like, PS1 games whenever they went on sale.
Is everyone okay?
What? What the hell were you thinking? Were you trying to get us killed?
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down. Let's get to work.
Settle down!
Corporal, report.
Yeah, it was on PSN that I might have it.
Port booster, and we've lost comms and autopilot.
I like how everyone is panicking and
Alright.
such, and Isaac
Let's
just
get
sits
some
there.
extra hands
Yeah.
on the flight deck to
Yeah,
help out.
that was a chance. After the crash, you could pan the entire thing around and look at him
Hold
before
still,
he puts
Isaac.
on his helmet.
I'm
Oh,
syncing up
okay.
everyone's rig with the ship.
I could move it left and right, but I couldn't
Hey, we're
Yeah,
go
at that,
very...
at
Clean
that
world health
point,
for
after the
everyone.
crash, you
Oh,
could
okay.
360 it.
We've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
But, don't worry, you can do that at the end of the game.
It wasn't like a secret achievement, was it?
No.
So I gotta be like super duper honest about this. Like I was super interested about Dead Space when it was first announced because I thought you were playing as an extraterrestrial finding something that what shouldn't have been found. And then when I found out that you're a human just wearing a very oddly shaped spacesuit, that I got deflated pretty hard. But it's been enough, so let's go ahead and check it out. All right, what is the vibration off? No, it's on. Okay, invert Y. Okay. Is there a reason why? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Left stick, right. Left
Yep.
bumper,
Left bumper is run.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there a stamina gauge, or
Nope.
so I can just keep going as much as I want?
Yep.
Sweet. You just tweeted both. Oh, thank you, Kat. Much appreciated. All right. Oh, smell medicine pack, yes. This is like this interesting point in like Generation 8 where no, actually I'm sorry, Generation 7. What am I talking about? This is that interesting point in Generation 7 where people were still experimenting with like presentation in games and they're like, yeah, we don't need a HUD. But what we do need is invisible barriers to prevent you
didn't lose
from
power
going
to
any
the port
further.
booster. You lost the port booster. Unbelievable.
This was supposed to be System Shock like 3, but then Resident Evil 4 came out.
Really?
Yep.
Wow! Because, like, EA's been sitting on the System Shock IP for a while, and it wasn't until a couple years ago when Night Dive finally got their hands on it and been working on that remake.
Get over here and hack the door pad.
That's crazy. So this thing was on the drawing board for a while.
And then when Resident Evil 4 came out, it changed everything. They're like, we should probably
Do something about that.
start bursting this shit.
Yeah. Back when EA sort of, yeah, exactly. 2008. There was a picture that was from WWE. Was it the summer of 2012 or 2011 when CM Punk was champion?
11.
It was 11, and it had like it gave everybody the impression like this is the future of the company. Everything's gonna be great. You know, like this. This was what it was like in 2008 for EA because they had this and Mirror's Edge rolling out at the exact same time. And everybody was like, this is our opportunity. This is going to show that we're going to be good. And then nothing happened after that. It took us how many years to get a Mirror's Edge sequel that wasn't good? Did you just see that? It peered into her skull.
Yeah, it does that. Kicking stuff is...
I want to kick. Yay!
Yeah, there's a lot of ragdoll. Turn to your left. Go up to there. See that flashy thing?
Yes.
That's monies and small health pack.
Money!
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
There should be a security detail in here.
Mirror's Edge and Dead
Yeah?
Space were...
Well, there's
yeah,
not.
exactly. And that's why they're
Open
both
here.
backward compatible. And Mirror's Edge has an Xbox One X update, which is going to be even more bonkers on Xbox Series X. So how about that?
See what you can find. Kendra, get
Coordinates Extraction Corporation, welcome aboard.
I can't.
I can't. I literally can't. I say...
Look, if we all cooperate, we can figure this out a lot sooner. Just get that computer display up, Isaac.
Vinny just texted me. Be like long distance runner like Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 5? Yeah.
Alright, so hold the right stick button.
Yes. Oh, we have a...
That tells you where to go.
Nice. We got a map. Look at that. Oh, hey!
It is literally, like, it's for him. Everything that's on your suit, on you, that's your health.
Right, I figured that much. Because I remember there was a RoboBlitz, I think it was called, for Xbox Live Arcade, also backward compatible. Had a setup where like all of your power gauges were on like your character model. Okay, and then
That's all the objectives, and it's all from his perspective. So if you read it, it's Isaac like talking and all that shit.
why is his rig so not usual? Alright. Oh yeah, so since Elle was talking about it on the Discord, how many people here have Dead Space 2 for the 360?
Me.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have also have, it's on Xbox One, but yeah. I have.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, like, it doesn't really. I was just like, whether they. The reason why I'm specifying the 360 is because backward compatibility, because that's what most people would be having at this point. But like the multiplayer, like that needs to happen.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, isn't it like Isaac versus Necromorphs or something like that?
It's a team of security people. You can't do anything until you get a weapon.
Oh, okay.
That's your save. It's a team of security versus just a shit ton of necromorphs.
Gotcha. Whoa, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Watch the language, mister.
Timmy the Paperboy shows backward compatibility while playing an EA game. Yeah, it happens. The whole trilogy's there, plus Mass Effect.
Yeah, you go through that door.
Ta-da! There we go, that's pretty cool. I like, it was Perfect Dark Zero had something like that. If you waited a while, like your GPS would light up and like little like geotags would appear on the ground. I thought that was always kind of neat. It's still something you want to try once. Yes, I want to try it once because now that the online pass thing has been patched out of it, you know, like why the heck not?
Huh, that doesn't look good.
Tom's gonna beat all 3 games on N7 Day. I haven't played a single Mass Effect game either, and I probably need to because everybody's talking about this Mass Effect trilogy remaster rumor, and I'm like, oh boy! Also, I found out Mass Effect has New Game Plus, which is like my favorite thing in video games ever.
Quarantine must have tripped when the filtration system restarted. Everybody relax.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure.
the hell?
I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Behind you!
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Get the power!
Come on.
Tom, you should probably leave this room.
I should probably what?
Leave this room.
Why? La 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 la. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, he's right behind me. This is bad. Oh crap. Can I melee?
No, you can't do that.
Oh god.
Get the hell out of there.
Slow plotting. Get in the elevator. Close the elevator. Elevator. Thank you. Alright. As long as the Mass Effect 3 is on the Wii U. Oh no! Oh, this is bad. Oh god. Was that the game's subtle way to show that decapitation is the way? Somebody broke the quarantine. Yes, this is live footage of number 45 leaving Walter Reed Hospital, and this is what happens when you break quarantine. Hey, that looks so important.
That's the plasma cutter. So you aim, you shoot, and if you push the right bumper while you're aiming, you'll switch to a secondary fire.
Gotcha.
Like, it just, the plasma cutter just goes.
Gotcha.
So now you have melee and the stomp.
Okay, so it's okay. That's interesting. Yes, I will take the thing.
I think it's B to, like, it's a quick heal instead of going after your inventory. It's just,
No, nothing's happening with B.
X? There it is, it's X.
Gotcha.
And 2, it's B. And if you hit right bumper...
Hey, look at that. Woo! That's neat. Bonus points if you use no other weapon. Yeah, that's what Clay was telling me. So is this thing have unlimited ammo, or is it...
No, you have limited.
Oh dear.
It's Survivor Horror.
Right.
And you can stomp those boxes now.
Cool. Well, it sounds like what's his dude's having a great time over there, so let's go ahead and grab a bottle of Hennessy off the shelf and go ahead and introduce ourselves. I guess I'm supposed to do this.
Yep.
Made sense at the time. Why is he putting his arm down? It should always... whatever. Oh, that's bad!
He's dead. Notice the ammo that dropped from him.
Where?
It's over by the door.
It's over by the door. What, that? Oh.
That.
Gotcha. I thought you had to, like, amputate every extremity.
Amputation does a shit ton of damage to him.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the secrets later, but...
Because, like, I remember distinctly in, like, when Major Nelson was interviewing, Glenn Schofield,
right there,
he was saying...
Look at the wall.
Cut off their limbs. Yeah, it said, like, don't headshot them because that's gonna just make them worse or something like that. Hey! Schofield Tools. Glenn Schofield, who was an executive producer on Gex 3. Yeah. Open question mark. Hi. Oh, you had a bad time, didn't you? Corone plays Dead Space.
You might want to reload.
How do I... No, that's heal.
Aim. And it's either A or X.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, only 8 shots. That's no good.
So,
oh, there's a flashlight. That's
in
nice.
2, they reworked the button layout a bit differently.
Right. Oh, I want to get in there. Oh, crap. Can I cut this?
Nope.
Or... So I gotta find another way around.
Yep.
Then. You can literally kill him by shooting the head or torso, but it takes a lot of ammo. Oh, well, that's no good. Thank you. Thing?
Audio log.
Oh, yeah.
This is Benson. Everybody listen up. They're using the vents. That's how they're getting around the ship. Stay away from... Get out! Get back! Get...
Hello?
Isaac! Isaac!
They're over
God,
across.
I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Keep your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly, and half the doors on
They're
this
coming
ship
out of the
are locked
vents.
because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge. But first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The
Everything.
data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it! Everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Warren Ellis co-wrote this? Really? Wow.
Use the map screen to check
Was what he was working on when he wasn't working on Epic Mickey? Oh, that's Warren Spector. Never mind. Okay.
There's not really any optional objectives in this one. There are in other ones.
Gotcha. Okay then. Slot machine? Pachinko? Pachinko machine? Data board needed. Isaac is an essential worker, Kappa. Yes! Yes, he is! And boy, are we gonna save!
Tom, the hardest difficulty in Dead Space 2
Yes.
is called Hardcore.
Okay, no saving?
You have 3 saves for the entire game.
Oh, that's just great.
And if you die, you go back to last save instead of checkpoints.
That's pretty tough.
Stay
tuned next year, folks!
That's post game. That's after you beat the game.
Uh-huh.
And you know what you get for doing it?
What?
Foam finger.
Oh, I thought the foam finger was in this one.
No,
pew pew pew. Right.
That's the next. It's the next game.
3 saves, which you can cheese on the 360 physical version. Oh boy. I legit wish there had been a Metroid game with this kind of setup. That would have been really cool. That and the Metroid survival game that Vinny was describing, like Star Fox Adventures but Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been pretty cool.
Oh freaking! Like the game that's designed like this is like the very first the tutorial of Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
There's a space station that's just now. It's only those boxes that you can stop. If you hit your thing.
My thing?
So it tells you where to go, your right stick.
Right.
Now that's where you go.
Always go the opposite direction.
Always look around for supplies.
Right. No, because that was like a thing that I've always done. Like, anytime there was like a Metroidvania game that like actually or like recommends that you go a certain direction, find out where the objective is and just go away from it. Let's see how much I can explore. Yeah, the foam finger is hilarious and overpowered, does a lot of damage, and has unlimited ammo. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so right trigger is bang, bang. Mm-hmm. Right bumper is pew, pew.
I feel like I should stop. Ah! I knew it! Ah!
That's dead. Yeah, so once both of their shoulder blades, once they're both gone, they die. For those ones specifically.
Gotcha. What was reload again? B?
A.
A.
Aim and A. Now to there's medium health pack.
Sweet. Oh look, another save point.
This is Benson, Tram Engineering. We think we figured it out. Smith killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the limbs. Grab a cutter, anything like that. Cut them apart!
Lovely. Tom, the multiplayer of Ghost Sushi Ghost is out next week. Also, Sushi Ghost is on sale. I saw, but the discount is not deep enough. You gotta remember, your boy doesn't have a job, and your boy owes this man money on the 1st of every month. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta sign the electric bill over to you.
Yes.
There's that too, guys. I'm giving him the electric bill for this place.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to pay it.
Yep. Like I said, subtlety goes right out the window. Well, the box cutter work on them, yeah.
This one has the best atmosphere. 2 has the best combat. 2 plays amazing.
No doubt.
3 is okay.
3 has co-op.
3 has co-op.
Okay. I know. It's gonna go down. It's a first-party title eraser. It's gonna hit, the price point that works for me if I wait long enough. That's the thing.
Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
Yeah, that's what the 3 is good if you play the other guy. What?
Oh yeah, the second player.
Mm-hmm.
Carver. Because there's co-op only missions that heavily involve him.
Gotcha.
There's a thingy there.
Is there anything? No? Oh, yes, there was something. How did I miss that? So have you seen the bill yet?
Dad has it.
Okay.
You'll have to talk to him sometime this week.
Oh, this is wonderful. Stasis module.
So it's aim and then X.
Is that a?
That's a refill for the stasis.
Okay.
And then you'll get little. You can hold little.
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Now go. Run.
Woo!
That works on.
Oh, is that what the thing over my right shoulder blade is?
That is your stasis.
Gotcha.
That works on enemies and pretty much everything.
So that's kind of your get out of jail free card when you get overwhelmed.
It's also you can do massive damage for bosses and other things.
Works on bosses. Interesting.
Well, certain bosses.
Okay.
Not like the major bosses, but like the mini bosses.
I kind of get the feeling that we're getting all of these great save points like this early on, and then it's just setting me up for not. Oh, that's not good.
Go that. Check your thing and then go, because that's the way to go.
Right. Go the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, go into the bathrooms.
If it moves, you can probably stasis it. Gotcha. So I guess I find out what that costume I downloaded is once I get to the first crafting station.
Oh, the store.
The store. Oh, there's a store.
There's stores, and then there's the module crafting stations.
Gotcha.
The crafting stations are to upgrade your weapons and gear, and then the store is to buy new weapons and new suits, upgrades, all that shit.
I remember there was a glitch that somebody found early on in the game that pretty much gave you unlimited crafting materials, and they reached out to EA for comments and, oh no, we're not gonna patch it, we left that in on purpose for intrepidous people because they were selling crafting materials on Xbox Live, because they've been doing that ever since like The Godfather. You could buy $1 million in-game dollars for $15 or something like that. It was just really, EA?
So the developers left in a farming spot.
Right, and EA was like, oh no, we did that on purpose, and I guess like Glenn Schofield and crew were like, yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah, that had to be on 3 because that's when that actually started taking place.
Mm-hmm. Well, the lighting is superb. I can say
That's
that.
important. Those things are the most important thing in the game.
What, this?
Yep.
What is this?
Power nodes. That's what you use to upgrade your weapons, gear, and get in certain doors. You always want to save at least one on you at all times.
Gotcha. Can you take it out of the door and use it on the next door?
No,
or okay.
no. Once it's used, it's used. But you always want to keep one on you at this always.
Okay, so like, is that something I can buy at the store?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a glitch in the second one that lets you get unlimited upgrades. Okay, so it's the second one, not the first one. Gotcha.
Oh, the power nodes. Hit that.
Oh, and I guess there's another one on the other side.
You gotta do the other one.
Gotcha. Yay! Hmm? Ah, crap.
Turn around, Tom. I thought I saw something drop in behind you. Oh well.
I thought I heard something. Oh.
Before you do your objective, search the room. Like, clear the room before you do.
Right, of course. I presume this is one of those games where they can still attack you during cutscenes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
There is no pause, pretty much.
I need a stasis module brought down here now. If we don't get this piece of shit off the tracks, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Language! What do we got here? Money! Ah, crap.
Stomp the shit out of him. Go up. Make sure he's dead. He's dead. Now do your objective.
Sweet. The only pause is at the end of the chapter. Gotcha.
Hey Tom, look at it. It didn't want to go.
It didn't want to go.
What do you have to do? What did you just get?
What did I just get?
Now run. You gotta run and activate the thing. Oh, it came out loose. It's on its way back. You did it too late.
That's why there's a nice little stasis recharge station down here. Let's try that again. Let's see if that was
also,
good
you
enough.
keep using your health packs.
Oh, yeah.
Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
Isaac, you did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
Right, yeah, I heard about that, Kata, that the developers were looking at pictures of cadavers when they were designing the Necromorphs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's nice and grim.
Alright, you're done here.
Sweet.
Except for him.
Oh!
Oh no, that's a beetle. That's her.
Marksman.
Tram replacement complete.
Yeah, no, I keep pressing, I think B is what I keep pressing by mistake for my health packs.
On X is health.
X is
but
health.
also X is reload. They fix that in the next game.
Oh, it looks like it's A. Then it's just me just mashing the wrong button. Alright.
But yeah, the next game, just like you can reload without having to aim.
Good.
And so they swap it around, so it's like
No, from what I don't know if there's any truth to the matter, but like this could have been just purely like EA's marketing for this. That they said that once you spawn into a level, all the necromorphs are actively trying to find you.
Oh no, that's just talk.
Okay. Because I was thinking,
it's
like,
pretty much a room. Every room it does that.
Gotcha. But I guess it's B that's health packs.
Drop something.
Yeah. Yes.
And then in the next game, every enemy will drop something. Like, you have to at least stomp them after they die. And they'll drop other, mainly credits, but...
Isaac, I've patched into the deck security system. It took some work, but I've got the door to the maintenance bay unlocked. The data board should be somewhere inside.
That's the way back. You have to go that way. I think 2 also keeps the track of the number of times you save.
Well, if they wanted to make you feel like you were wearing, like, a 30-pound suit of armor, they certainly accomplished that. Although, I think Gears of War did a better job of it. It feels like I'm...
It looks like the door to the storage room is locked.
Well, see, now I feel alright. Now I feel all loosey-goosey.
Well, it's not a suit of armor.
I know, this is
it's an engineer suit.
An engineering rig. How about I shoot this red thing when they get close enough? There we go. Ah, crap. This is the part where we go running. And freeze.
You might want to reload.
That was fun. Anything from you? No? What about you? There we go. We got something out of you. We got a couple of somethings. Reload, reload. Shoot off the side of the screen to reload. Best advice for this game is to stop everything that looks like the body. Doesn't mean something it won't go. Yeah, exactly. Like, I kind of like... I've never actually finished it, but whenever I played The Evil Within, if I had a match, I always lit all the corpses on fire because I didn't want to take a chance. Which I
dropped something to your left.
Which I always thought was interesting that, like, later on, that, like, you could actually upgrade how many matches you can carry.
Yeah, he's done.
Double tap, right? Stopping the bodies can be so cathartic. No doubt. They do make a satisfying squish.
Yeah, my death battle is Isaac versus Gordon Freeman.
Ooh, that would be great. That would be great. Hello, that looks important.
That's the objective. There's a bench in there, and there's a power node in there.
That looks important. Should save that. Oh, there's another one. I guess they were expecting me to use more than one. Trying to edumacate you. Can I do a quick turn? I can't.
Nope.
Wow.
Not in this one.
Wait a minute. No. Oh, you can run backwards. That's
oh yeah,
that's
you can
cool.
run at like in all fours.
Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, here we go. Ha!
Look around, make sure there's not another one.
Yeah, no, Freeman versus Clark would be pretty great. I know the HEV is probably going to provide more protection, but I think that protection's going to be pretty much nullified based on like just the plasma cutter alone.
Well, it's a mining gun. It's not even a gun. It's a mining tool. It's used to mine like ore, rock.
Small medpack. Inventory's full.
Oh, you can heal.
Yeah, let's do that.
X.
Yay! Where's my, If it drops something, it's dead. Gotcha. How strong does it have to be to stop these guys? Oh, how strong does he have to be to stomp these guys like roaches?
His stomp can sever limbs in one stomp, so...
I wish Chris's stomp was that strong. That's why I always like to play as Sheva. She has a freaking knife.
Yeah, Isaac's stomp is, like, absurdly powerful.
Yes. I see a thing. Where am I going?
Across that.
Okay. I mean, he's probably wearing some kind of metal boot. He's probably 180, 200 pounds wearing that thing. So you have all that force coming down off of you. That's gotta be something. Ugh. What?
Reload. You can pick it up there.
Now I can. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, whatever. Oh, that's what that was? Oh, okay.
All the damage to everything.
Gotcha.
And the thing is, he's not always wearing the suit, and he can still do that. Like in the third game, he's just in civilian clothes. He can still stomp a limb off.
Wow. Okay then.
You need that thing right there. So you need to just position yourself in a certain way. Either that, or shoot 3 bullets and then reload and pick up the.
Superior attack.
Right.
That, or check your inventory.
How do check inventory? No.
Select.
Yes. Hey.
Use the small health. See if you can.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, sweet.
Now you're topped off. Now you can pick up the one over there.
Or not. Or I did both. Okay,
Yep.
that's fine. I thought I picked that up.
So, plasma cutter ammo has a stack of 25.
Retro. Hey, Frank the Tank. Oh no, wait. Is this Jesse? Is this Jesse? What's up? Is this Heartless Seth? Thank you for the raid.
Oh yeah.
Much appreciated.
I got this. I got Twitch. 2
Yes!
SD
What's
cards
up?
So I can actually like go into the chat
Yes. You...
without having issues.
All right. What? I thought I heard something. Oh, I'm doing better.
He's never played this before, and I'm excited.
Never played this before. We're doing pretty good so far. It's been a good time. Am I going the right way?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
Okay.
no, you go to that locked door. Because that was the key.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting ride so far. What's up? Oh no. Hey, that's great. That's terrific. Really? Wow. Just to be on the safe side. Oops.
Turn around, make sure there's nothing around you.
I didn't hear anything. That was from before.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, because that was by one of those, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Isn't this one of the, oh no, that's emergency supplies. I thought that was a stasis thing.
Nope. Yeah, stasis isn't everywhere, so.
Gotcha. Jesse, what have you been playing on Twitch, man? Appreciate you stopping by. I haven't been on Twitter a whole lot lately just because I'm I'm having disagreements with people and it's annoying. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, oh my god. Okay, like Shelby and I would play that and it was so great. But the thing is about that like the password system is broken, so it doesn't like keep track of like your weapons and everything. So like every time we play it, we get like, you know, to like the mall.
That's the way back.
Okay. And then we don't get any further because when we plug in the no, we got to like the sand pyramids. And then like it doesn't keep track of your weapons, so you just start with the water pistol and we're like, no, we got to start over. We just keep getting in the same spot. It is hard, but it's fun. And I'm totally flabbergasted that we don't have like a new version of like Zombies Ate My Neighbors in this post-Disney Lucasfilm world. That looks important.
That's the objective.
Right.
That's
something I
drop
can't
a small
use.
health pack.
I can drop. Can I put them on the floor and then?
Yeah, you can actually drop them.
Okay. They don't just disappear like Resident Evil. Wow.
And the store does have a storage place, so.
Yes. I guess power nodes have like a different inventory slot.
It's its own thing. Yeah.
Upgrade your weapons at rate.
Yes.
So, your hit points, your oxygen level, your stasis with duration and energy, and then the plasma cutter with the works.
Right.
So.
Oh my.
Here's the thing: you don't have to fill in everything. You just gotta. You pick either damage or capacity, and then you work your way, and you just choose a path on what you want to do.
Gotcha.
So do you want to hold more ammo, or do you want to do more damage?
Health.
I would suggest the plasma cutter first.
Okay.
Because it's a huge investment to upgrade your health.
Gotcha.
You need 3 to upgrade your health.
I see. How many? Where's my point total?
You have 2.
Oh, the nodes?
Yeah. There's
okay.
Like the next chapter is when you want to start keeping at least 1 on you at all times.
Gotcha.
You don't want to upgrade everything all at once. You want to at least keep 1. But that's the next chapter.
Right.
So if you choose which one you want, either capacity or damage.
Yeah, we'll do capacity since we're doing all right damage so far.
And I'd put it next to it. Put that one. And so you'll work your way up, over, and just all over the place.
Gotcha.
You don't want to go right. You don't need to. It's better to go up,
right,
up, and then you got a whole bunch of different things you can choose.
So where do I go to like the alternate costumes? Is that different?
That's in the store.
Oh, the store. This is just an upgrade.
That's
bench.
just an upgrade bench.
Okay.
The store is at the end of the chapter.
Gotcha.
And then later on, they'll be sprinkled out throughout the ship.
Gotcha.
All right. So now, you got to go back to Kendra now. Also,
That's it, Isaac. Take the board back to tram control and slot it into the computer array. That should get the tram system back online.
he's still alive.
Not
No, he's
anymore.
not. There's also one behind you.
Ah! Can I upgrade my movement speed?
Nope.
Damn! Oh, it's 12 now. Well, that's cool.
It goes up to 20, I think.
There's another one. I heard it, or at least I thought I heard one.
Yeah.
Let's take the long way back. I'm not crazy. You're hearing it too, right?
I don't know, are you?
Necromorphs would be really good at reaping the wheat fields. Har 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 har. I was at Walmart today and they had an Animal Crossing Switch. Well, that's good. Hey, what's up with the Animal Crossing Switch not having Animal Crossing installed? Isn't that ridiculous?
Hey, Tom.
Oh, there was another one.
Yep, he was playing dead.
Oh, yes. Oh, really? Sometimes it just be like that. No? Yes? No? Okay. Sweet.
Alright, now you can go.
Scythe for hands. Jim Bob likes that idea. Actually, you know what? Let's... Do I have any... Ah! I do. Alright, so I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to go back and get the one that I dropped on the floor. And then we can get out of here. That's not what I wanted. Where's, No.
It's up to your left. Left.
My left?
There's the room.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sweet. Welcome to the fantastic world of Ikabukum. Oh, no. See, when it does that, like, that tong, makes me like, hey, something just happened. Like, no, that's just ambiance.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of the creepier games.
Right. Well, that's what I like about Doom 64 so much, is that it goes away from having, you know, like a heavy metal soundtrack to that creepy ambiance that Audrey Hodges did. It's just like, oh my god. Totally changes the way you perceive the game. Really? And I don't like your face.
Now you go right. There you go. You've already been
Means
there.
we. Oh, okay. What was the map? Oh, that's the map.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The map is useless.
It looks cool though.
You use the D-pad to swing and shit.
Oh, great. Really? Okay. Good use of shadows. Oh.
And then you just gotta install the thing to your left, right there. And then you can do that. That's called a trade. You gotta install the thing first.
Oh, right. Ah! When you get caught on the geometry.
Tram control computer now online.
Johnny Nash? Pardon my ignorance, who is that? Ah, that's not what I wanted. I wanted yes. Yes! La 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 la. I mean, I heard about Eddie Van Halen earlier today. That's unfortunate.
Shipwide tram system reinitialized. All trams now operational.
Alright, Jesse, thank you. Oh, that really does sound like a tram. It's like they went to a metro station and just, like, put the microphone at the passing trains.
Alright, we're on board and heading to the bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Whatever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to die out here.
Your lack of confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
Nice. Oh, that fella. Okay, gotcha. Alright.
Alright, now you go back to the beginning.
Yay!
This game has New Game Plus, by the way.
Good. As I had just stated earlier, probably my favorite feature in video games. Especially in RPGs. Long-form RPGs. It blows my mind to this day that the Bethesda games don't have that. Maybe they will! Now that they're under new ownership. Tales of Symphonia's New Game Plus? Yes! Swing wide. Really? Y'all gonna... Door's locked. Y'all gonna be like that? Oh, you were just setting up the bomb.
Yep, they like to set up ambushes.
One for you! And one for you.
Reload.
Thank you. You collect additional currency in battle that can be used to buy new Game Plus bonuses. Well, that's cool.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors.
That's gonna be...
We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
Now you can stomp the boxes.
Oh, right, yeah.
We're almost an hour in on chapter 1.
Wow.
The shortest chapter in the game.
The shortest chapter in the game. Hey, speaking of which, let's go have a water break. Yay! Hey, it worked. Oh, you know what also needs to work? That. Yeah. So that's a thing. And now they start just pouring out of the vents and everything like freaking Alien. How long is this game? According to How Long to Beat, they say 12 hours. If this is the first hour of the first level, which is short,
it's going to be longer than that. So we're going to Just go until it's done.
Yep, pretty much. You know, very much how, like, Bloodborne ran well past October. That was mostly because of scheduling issues, but still, I mean, like, you know, we're gonna play this till it's finished. Oops. There we go.
I'm just sad that we're gonna go to something else after. I'd love to.
No.
Well, then 3 is the co-op stream.
Right. That was actually the real impetus. That was the topic of discussion, because we were talking about like co-op games, and it said Dead Space 3 actually has really good co-op. Like, oh, okay. And that's where the idea of like, hey, why don't we just do the Dead Space games? Man,
it'll be alright. You'll get that.
And one for you.
Reload. Always make sure you reload and have full ammo. Unless you're about to upgrade capacity, because that's what some people do, is to save ammo. Because once you upgrade capacity, it's max.
Right, yeah, you can do that in Resident Evil 4. If you are strapped for ammunition, you can do that and really, really save yourself some heartache.
I've never been strapped in this game.
I wouldn't say I was strapped, but I was low enough. Like, I was, like, right about to fight El Gigante. So I used the TMP, and then got that increased to whatever its tier was before the fight. The very first time you fight El Gigante. So, like, you know, that was like...
I never used the TMP until recently, and it's only until after. Once I get to the castle, I can get rid of it. But, like,
oh, really? It's... I use it for crowd control and all sorts of... Really? Oh, this is bad. Oh, no! Ah! Isaac Clarke's no good, very bad, rotten day. Oh, this is great.
Collision detected in the main hangar bay. Emergency crews have been notified.
You can feather the trigger on these things pretty good. Oh, there's another one on the wall.
There's a couple of them coming.
Oh, crap.
I'd start shooting.
Come on. Boo!
What the hell is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
All hell broke loose.
It's the only way off the ship.
Kendra.
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
Just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Dead.
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Mathias. Location? Med lab. Status? Deceased.
What? How?
I can't access that information. Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Oh.
Yeah, you can pick up that ammo on that bench behind.
Yeah? Yeah?
Right.
Am I right? Oh, yeah. The light is... Oh. That was just lighting. I want to break you, but I can't. I want to break that box, but I can't. So, things are going well. You know, like, seriously, like, this dude should have popped smoke and got out of there as soon as things went south, but no, he's like, we gotta stay, we got a job to do. Her.
Well, it's that they couldn't get back, and the thing was destroyed.
Well, the shuttle was messed up by the time they got there, but they were like, well, we should... It's like, we got a job to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure, like, not dying supersedes the job. Remember this? Remember you telling me on the drive out to Magfest this year that you told Clay that he was excited to do Dead Space co-op? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Time for a water break. Beat. So we died during the water break. Wah, wah. Yeah, no, this was a long time planning thing. All right, where are we going?
I thought you've played at least 1 and 2 before. I didn't know you never played them.
Nope. I kind of like when they first got announced, I was kind of like riding my high of like I have to have the special edition of everything. And by the time I found out about it, even working at GameStop at the time, it was already gone. So that kind of deflated me. And then, you know, I buy stuff when it's on sales all the time. So what's over here? Have I been here already?
Nope.
All right.
Bathrooms.
So when they eventually hit $10, I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely get this. I'm pretty sure I was in this one already.
Not this one. You're in a different location in the ship.
Oh, okay. Everything kind of looks the same.
There's something on the floor.
Large med pack.
There's a small one.
See, there is a pause button.
You have to look up.
Oh. How do I... how do I do better inventory?
Oh, you could have used it because you got low.
Oh, right. You know, I should probably do that. Ah! Alright.
You hear that whispering?
Yeah, I did hear that whispering. I can barely make out what she's trying to say. Something about shuttle?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of Doom 3 when they first, you can find the plasma gun about, like, 2 or 3 stages early. It's in a hidden area, and you hear a bunch of whispering. It's like, you know, it's like, it's a secret. Should we tell him? Waiting for the actual point where Tom has to do that while fighting. I'm just amazed I haven't died yet.
You will.
At least he aims quick.
Alright, that's the other chapter. The stores to your right.
Hey! In the safe.
Yep, now you can store stuff, and then you can,
Is that another crafting table?
That's another
over there?
crafting table.
Sweet. So. Yes. Alright, let's see what,
Plasma cutter, there's the line gun, the pulse rifle, the level 2 suit, power node, the elite suit is at the bottom.
Downloaded high-tech suit for use for clean environments. It's...
Well, he now has a lot of things for free. So
really?
Yeah. So that's kind of a cheat.
Oh, whoops! I hope it doesn't disable the achievements.
No, it doesn't. But
oh my goodness!
You have now more defense than even the most powerful suit. And you have max inventory space.
Oh! Whoops!
So power nodes are a thing.
10,000.
And that's your inventory. You can store them or sell them.
Well, let's put some of these. No. Yes. I need isolated audio of Corona going, no. Have you seen her unnecessarily epic fight with a Birdo in Super Mario Brothers 2? That was so great. You can sell a plasma cutter? Why would you do that?
Because you can, well, you could store your weapons, but you can only hold 4 at a time.
I see. Well, if I have this thing, I might as well just go for the plasma cutter achievement based on what you've been telling me.
Yeah, you can tell how powerful it is, and it's still like at its base.
Right, yeah, no, it's kind of rare when a game actually gives you I wouldn't say a show-stopping weapon, but something that's like it's not often.
It's the Halo 1 pistol.
Right, like the Lancer, the Halo 1 pistol. You know, like when they give you that something that early. Big reason any weapons you own, ammo can drop for it, even if you don't have it on you. Oh.
So if you only use plasma cutter, the certain drops will still give you like weapons or ammo for certain weapons, but like the majority of the stuff you'll get is the plasma cutter.
Gotcha.
The other weapon, should you want, there are 2 weapons that I would use if you truly desire a weapon, and it's the line gun and the Ripper. But I suggest power nodes.
Just buy some power nodes?
Buy power nodes.
Okay.
Just empty your pockets.
Okay. And just
keep one on you.
And then put this towards something else?
Yeah. If you have 2, use one.
Well, I've only got 2.
I know, but I mean, like, if you have 2, always use and take yourself down to 1.
Let's see what the... Oh, so I can still upgrade this rig.
You could still upgrade it. It costs 3 to get the HP.
Right.
Air can, or at least one upgrade to air can go in automatically, but it's like, it's not needed.
Gotcha.
That's reload speed.
Okay, and that's
firing speed.
Okay.
You can get damage now, because that's another starting point.
Mm-hmm.
And then just then you can work your way around.
Okay, then I will do that, and then work my way to reload and
then speed, and then you hit that one, and then you can go capacity, damage, cap, damage, reload.
Gotcha.
It's like it opens up everything.
Gotcha.
And once the plasma cutter is maxed out, it's like,
what's the point of anything
you
else?
can destroy everything, and it only gets better in the second one because then they add fire damage. Because once you can upgrade it to have a special perk, and the plasma cutter is like does like small burn damage or something.
That's
like
cool. That. Is there a suit like this in the sequel? No, so this is just kind of...
The sequel is definitely, like, the sequel, you have a whole bunch of different suits, and they have different perks.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it's like, and they upgrade your stats. So if you buy, like, the best suit, then all the previous suits will have that defense and inventory.
Oh.
But they have different stats to each one.
Gotcha.
There is no plasma cutter achievement for the second game.
Oh, really?
But a lot of the weapons are a lot better and fun.
Gotcha.
Like, the pulse rifle in this is garbage. Pulse rifle in the second one is god tier. I love the pulse rifle in the second game.
Dead on Arrival! Fun fact about 2 suits, the DLC wasn't available on Steam despite them being in the game's files. That's messed up. About as messed up as freaking EA not being on Steam for a while. Here, scooch in a little bit. You're starting to drift out of camera. Yes, save my progress.
So you just beat New Arrivals.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Oh, is that the part of the ship I'm on?
Yeah, you're moving from flight deck to the medical wing.
Gotcha.
He's here. Nothing to be afraid of. I knew you would come. Just like you said. I saved this for you. Can I go now? Why wants to take me?
Kinesis?
So you aim and push B.
Okay. Oh, so just basically force throw?
Pretty much.
Oh! And then just B again to,
Press trigger.
Woo! Hey, that's fun.
It's a lot better. In this game, like, you know, you use it to move stuff. You can throw certain things to stun enemies. In the second game, it is one of the most powerful things in the game, is kinesis. Because you can kill an enemy, rip off their spike,
oh, nice.
and shoot it at another enemy.
That's cool.
Now check your inventory. Just, yeah, there. You got full inventory space.
Oh, wow. So I didn't have to put everything away. Whoops. Gravity gun? Maybe. And now Tom is playing Control.
Hence why I'm saying I want Isaac Clarke versus Gordon Freeman.
Yeah, you know what? The similarities are big, but I can't call it, so that's why I think it would be a fun fight.
I still think Isaac Clarke has the advantage because he has kinesis. Or not kinesis, stasis. Plus, Gordon has the gravity gun, while Isaac has that on his arm.
Right, there's that, but like Gordon also has like the what do you call it? The thing that Deadpool has. It's
teleporter?
No. The magic satchel. Being able to carry an impossibly large inventory on top of having the crowbar. Because, like, if we're talking about, like, his weapons from Half-Life 2 or Half-Life 1, like, the glue-on gun is just absurd.
I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes and we'll find Nicole.
Pretty sure Nicole's dead at this point.
Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. We have to blow through it to get to the morgue. Get some thermite from medical storage.
Thermite?
And a shock pad from Zero G.
I know what that is from Mythbusters.
Should be down the corridor. Communication is useless in all this static.
There's money behind you, and then there's the store to your right.
Money behind me?
Behind you now, on the floor.
Where?
Right there.
Oh. Hi!
And then look around. Clear the room before you.
There's a store.
I know.
There's the thing. Yay. This thing's not working, so I guess
I go left first, I think.
Let's find out where I'm supposed to. Yep, so let's not go that
way. Well, no,
direction.
you go to both areas. I mean, I would go left first.
Oh, really? Worth remembering, you can pick up consumable items as well, yes.
Oh, yeah. With kinesis, like, if you see something in the distance, you can grab it with
kinesis. That's cool. So how about people complaining that Series X is getting hot, not realizing and expelling a lot of hair, which means it's doing a job? Yeah, exactly. Now, the thing is, if it's like the PS3 fat, when that thing's fan kicks on, it's too hot. It shouldn't be operating in the first place. So, but yeah, like, water's wet, man. Electricity expends heat when run at high frequencies. I don't understand why people are idiots about that. What?
That's your
I was gonna say, it was like, what are you talking about?
So, the line gun is like a super long, big plasma cutter.
Yes.
It shoots a mine.
Oh!
The force gun, which is extremely good, it just shoots a bunch of air.
Is there a limitation to kinesis, or can I just use that?
Oh, you can use kinesis as much as you want.
So it's not tied to the stasis bar, it's just...
No, it's just, you grab it, you do that.
So
it upgrades in this game, kinda. I would ignore it, but the second game, it does not need to upgrade.
Where would you be without science? Not here. Reason I'm asking is, it's like, can I just go ahead and just like, can I grab necromorphs that are crawling towards me?
No. Anything alive you can't do.
So this is I'm basically...
You'll need to do that with dead bodies later.
Oh,
and I'll explain after it happens. Also, there was ammo behind you on the floor in the corner.
Where? Oh, there? Hey, look at that. All right. It was X for stasis, right?
Go.
Woo! Who needs the Yule log this year? Get a Series X instead. Yes. Are those flies on a spaceship? Yeah, I've always wondered about that. Like, how does pestilence get into space? You know, you figured that would have been something that would have been eliminated. I'd almost say save and run into the door and see what happens. No, I'm good. But that'll almost certainly happen when I play it again on a higher difficulty for my own edification.
Anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Oh, great.
Welcome to the quarantine, ladies. Here they come.
Oh, that's just... Oh, no. That's not good at all. And there we go. Oh, no, they... You know, I just remembered Jordan used to stream this. I forgot about that. It's like, I don't know how y'all get convinced her to play that game when she doesn't like scary stuff at all.
Pick up your stuff. Mass pickup.
Woo! Highly exciting. Well, I'm enjoying myself. This is quite something already. Karen's coming at you asking when you can open back up the hair salons. You know what? I saw Karen on an actual woman named Karen on Twitter, and I swiped left because, like, nope, I can't date anyone that has the same name as my stepmother or the meme. Although my stepsister's best friend was Karen, and she was box. She was my sweet 16 kiss because she was like, "Hey Tom, happy birthday!" Schmack. Now you can't say sweet 16 and never been kissed. Like, that was the sweetest thing in the world. Karen was hot, but she wasn't a Karen. That's, you know what I'm saying? Karen, but not a Karen. Is that everything?
Yeah, you
up
go
here?
down there. There's some people down there.
Oh boy. I remember, does anybody watch the YouTube channel Kip K? You're familiar with him?
Nope.
It's basically like YouTube's version of like MacGyver. And he's a bit of a geek, not very personable, but he did do something rather cool. He took a diode from a Blu-ray laser and put it inside of the plasma cutter that you got from Dead Space 2 Special Edition. Mm-hmm. And started popping balloons with it. It was pretty cool.
Around. Quarantine's still going on, so...
Oh, swiped left on Twitter? I meant Tinder. My bad. You all know what I mean. Can't tell if that was in front of me or behind me, so I'm just gonna go forward.
Kill him, run.
Woo!
You're right.
I mean, oh, there he is. I was like, I know I heard something. Yeah, you know, that increase in firing speed was totally worth it. The thing almost, like, in its base form, guys, this thing almost shoots at it as fast as you can pull the trigger.
And what I saw was glorious, breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kind so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the cover.
That dude reminds me of, what's-his-face from Bioshock. Dr. Suchan? Who was doing all the plastic surgery? Oh, he's got metal.
That won't matter.
Tool time!
Alright, now you're clear.
Yay! Oh, the color's changed. Light has returned to the world. Is this Okami? Is this Okami in space? Is that what this is? Wait, what's it say?
Don't know.
Please remember to feed.
Might have been a rat or something there.
Maybe. Your number's still banned on Tinder because you found your English teacher on it, Joe. That still makes me laugh. Saurus says hi.
Saurus. Alright.
Not to be confused with Tigersaurus.
Alright, now you use your thing to see where you go, and then you ignore that.
Exactly. Right. So there we go. We don't go in there. We go in here. You find where you're supposed to go, and then immediately run in the opposite direction of it, because we got to explore. See, I really thought this was going to be kind of like a central hub game, and it really wasn't.
Nope.
It is big old levels. These boots were made for stomping, and that's just what they'll do. No, I made it because an Elliot Roger account got banned 2 days before I even got a chance to mess with people. Womp womp. Alright, let's see here. Where else is...
So you had to go that way, so go to your left.
Right, okay.
And go in that middle door to your left.
Oh, this one.
Oh, and there's some health on the ground over there.
Even better. Hey, look at that. Video log!
What in God's name is going on down there? I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow.
Where's your God now?
All you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor. Terrence. There will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
And that's what worries me.
Dum da dum dum dum.
See that bookshelf?
Oh yes. Hey hey hey! Hey hey! For 10 hours. Watch Love is War. I still haven't seen the last episode of season 2.
Oh no,
we gotta fix that. That and my bride is... Now that I have the stereo hooked back up again. Goodness gracious.
Also, the first episode of the sequel to Inuyasha is out.
I thought that was later this month. That's fantastic to hear.
Started on the 3rd.
Wow! I hear a door that's gonna need stasis machine.
No, that's what you came... You already...
Oh, that's where I came from? Okay. The marker could be the herald of a dawn of new man. No, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. That looks like a collectible.
No. That's just a model of the marker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you picked up a gold semiconductor.
Yes.
You sell those.
Oh, okay.
It's extra cash.
It's currency! Let's put it back to...
Nope.
I can't put it back the way I found it. Boo! But I can do this, right? Yes! Well, let's try that again. But I can do this! Woo! Physics!
Alright, so if you go to your left...
That's pretty great. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Oh, you said there was health on the ground.
Yeah, go straight and then to your left.
Straight into my left.
No, not that way. Like, there.
Straight into my... Back into the left.
Kinesis it. Pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
Learn how to do that.
That's great. Walmart Canada clearance out a bunch of Xbox One games. Walmart is still closed. F. Ours just went back to 10 p.m. For the first time in months. You know, I saw that when I went up there yesterday. I needed to get some screws for that, and I put the power strip mounted to the wall for the microwave and the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So that way I can plug in my other kitchen gadgets and all that stuff. And I noticed they said as of last week or something, it's 7 to 10, which is the way Walmart used to be for like a gajillion years until the supercenters started taking over.
All right, you're done here.
So, and then, so I thought that was interesting. The other, what are you doing, Isaac?
Yeah,
there we go. Thank you very
much.
much.
Through that door.
I was like, what? Wait, what is this?
That's the elevator you came back down.
Oh, okay. So the residual sound of the doors and that. But they've had Battleborn on sale for like $10 at the one around here. And I was like, oh no. Who wants a coaster?
Yeah, you can't literally...
You literally cannot play the game anymore. Oh, Division 2 for $1? Wow. Tam Clancy. I really should have checked everything first before saving, but whatever.
You're not gonna die or anything. Well, even if you do die...
You say this now.
Even if you do die, it's just like...
The penalty isn't very high, is it?
You got checkpoints whenever you enter the room.
$9 Sekiro? Gosh.
That's good.
That is good. I'm broke as F and I would get on that. I really, out of all the Souls types games out there, I think Sekiro's probably the one that's going to speak to me the most. Uh-oh. This isn't going to end well. Oh, they shoot projectiles now. Can I do a thing?
No, you just gotta watch it.
I mean, if we're talking about like watching something die on the other side of the glass, I still think my favorite one was the Splicer versus the Big Daddy the first time in BioShock. That was pretty fantastic. Because, like, you realize, okay, so this is an enemy that I'm going to fight eventually, and he just totally destroys this guy. You know, that was cool. You learn to respect the Big Daddy just watching him do his work.
Well, Tom.
Oh, great! I have to fight it now.
Pretty much.
Where'd it go?
You'll see.
Oh, can I? Is there a way to adjust the sensitivity, or is that no?
No, not in this.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go.
He's dead.
Yeah, I just need a little ass whooping, that's all. There we go. That's pretty great.
So look into the things.
Oh dear. What about you? No. Just the things that look like original Xboxes, right?
Look in the water things.
Oh, they're babies!
Yeah, look at what you just killed.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. Babies!
Oh, if you grab one, it's great.
Oh.
Or, not grab one. If one grabs you...
Oh.
And you mash out of it, it's great.
$9 for control? I need this. I don't even care if it's the non-smart delivery version. It's a matter of principle. I want to support my boys and girls over at Remedy. Like, outside of, like, CD Projekt Red, I'm pretty, like mainland Europe, I'm pretty sure... Ah, crap. That's what I get for just talking. Jeez.
Yeah, Tom, it's like you're moving...
I haven't had a jump scare yet, but I keep getting, like, ah, crap moments. It's just like, do something. This is going to be fun to go back and watch again on YouTube. It's just me being stupid. But no, I really like the guys at Remedy. They're probably my oh, Jesus! They're probably my favorite mainland European studio outside of beyond CD Projekt Red, because, I mean, Rare isn't mainland. They're on an island nation. All by them lonesomes. I can't believe these are babies!
So, yeah, when their tendrils come out, if you knock out a couple of them, they die instantly. So.
Oh, that's cool.
They don't play dead.
Of course, you're using the Xbox armor. See, I thought this looked familiar.
Yeah, the PlayStation one I like better.
What does it look like?
It's black with the red color coming out of it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, like, Kat, I downloaded this thing, like, ages ago, and I didn't know what it did.
Yeah, it was free, and as soon as he bought it, I'm just like, so, yeah, now you have max inventory and more armor than the maxed armor in the game, so have fun with that.
I mean, it wasn't on purpose, and the funny thing is I haven't sustained physical damage since I got it, so it's kind of keeping everybody away. But I mean, like, hey, it's cool. It was a thing. It was a promotion. And I remember, I really do remember, Dead Space was pretty hyped discussion on the Major Nelson podcast, so I guess it's only fitting.
I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving.
Oh, it's blue lights, not red. But still, that sounds cool. I did like the color of the blue LED that the PS3 had. I thought it was very, very, like, oh.
There it is. Grab it.
Hi there. Yay! Now we can do an upgrade.
You only have one now.
No, I should have two.
No, you have one. Oh, you do have two. You bought one. I forgot.
Yeah! Thank goodness. Oh, is this screen here is only what I got?
It's your entire inventory. You have
okay.
the flamethrower.
I have a lot
schematic. You have to find the weapons, and then you have to go to the store. And right now, it's an item, and you'd have to go to the store to upload it for you to buy.
And then it would make it for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's interesting.
Well, no, it allows you to buy it.
Okay. So it's like you have to have the thing to get the that's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. Oh, we're back up here again.
Yep, now you go.
Oh, sweet. All right. Whee! This is fun. I'm liking this. Can't believe I waited 12 years to do it, but wait! It's Tom! What can you say? Woo! I heard something. It's around the corner. Bump check. Ah, crap. Yeah! Really like it's like, hey, get in the habit of shooting the legs, and it's like, hey, this guy's got metal legs. I guess there's a separate achievement for unlocking all the weapons and maxing them out.
Yeah, I think that's separate.
We'll save that for New Game Plus. I'll do that on my own.
Yeah, because once you're fully upgraded, then you're just buying nodes just to have them. And then you can just mass dump them into stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Second game's New Game Plus is the best, though.
How's that?
They add new suits.
Oh!
Or they add upgraded suits to... It's like, it's the same type of suit, but it's like the plus version. It gives you more, better buffs.
Now go say... Hal says I should go say hi to the door.
Go to the store.
Oh, whoops. That's where I was supposed to go.
Yep.
Nope! Where's the store?
Right there.
Oh, hi.
It says store on the wall.
Yeah.
Flamethrower. So now the flamethrower has been added. Now go to your inventory. Sell the gold semiconductor. And then either store or sell some stuff.
Oh, it actually says, are you sure? That's what's in the safe.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Add a couple. Because right now, I'd add a couple mediums. Or like one of the mediums.
There we go.
Because right
we
now
got
it's
two and
like,
two. Big meaty thuds. Okay.
Also, there's ammo in the corner to your right. It's like in between the two doors. Alright, now go to where you need to go.
Okay.
That's back to the tram. You've already been there.
It's in there. They're coming in through the ceiling! That's another one. I don't know if it really counts as being a spooky game, but I do have the Aliens vs. Predator game on the 360 that's also backward compatible. That was by Rebellion, the guys who did Alien vs. Predator 2 on PC.
That game, AVP 2 for PC, is one of the best games ever made.
I believe it. Oh, the dude's doing the head bonk from the Doom movie. Oh, it won't let me do the Rotato. See,
Doesn't want you to...
Oh, it doesn't want me to shoot him yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop doing the Doom 2000. Oh, never mind. We're gonna just back up and.
Oh no, he's just he's not a necromorph, so.
Not.
The only ones that
not
attack
yet.
you are necromorphs.
Gotcha. Yeah, station's recharged. Give me that. Thank you.
If you're always having trouble doing that, just stasis or kinesis it.
Oh, yeah, I really should do that more often. What an interesting and unique skill set that they give you for this. Do you spacewalk in this one, or is that only in the second one?
You spacewalk in this one.
Holy
The second one you can
snaps.
fly.
How cool is that? Hey, look at this.
So, quickly back out of that real quick. Turn to your left.
Turning to my left.
You see that door that's locked?
Yeah.
You see that thing next to it? Put a power node in it.
Oh.
That's why you keep power nodes on.
Gotcha. So you don't have to backtrack and buy one. What is this? Audio log. We like those.
Down there, didn't you?
Yes. We found something.
So
Oh,
the texts were right all this time.
I wouldn't be certain of that. There was nothing divine in what I saw.
We must embrace this. We are the first witnesses.
Matthias isn't letting anyone down in the colony. It's under quarantine until we learn more.
To hell with Matthias. He of all people should know that this is greater than him, or the operation, or even the company. This is our deliverance.
Oh,
Keep
dear.
your damn voice down. People are dying down there.
Only the worthless and the unbelievers.
Well, these guys are going to get their retribution, aren't they?
Do you believe, Terrence? Do you?
Yeah, this is giving me some Bioshock vibes with these audio logs here. Oh, look at a large med pack. You know, so I should, hey, here, thank you. Nasu. I can do this. Whee! I like how it always has it has the ass and the dummy face mate.
What's written on the floor behind you?
Hmm? Is it safe? Where are my Clarks the Animated Series fans at? Is it safe? Is it? I forgot what movie that's actually from, but I remember it the most for Clerks 2. L, which channel? Tom Trials of Mana is on sale for $19. Where?
PS4, I guess.
No, I'll get it on that. Shoot.
And then it's getting an update, actually.
I heard about the No Hope mode, or no Hope for Tomorrow mode, or something
Which
like
is
that.
the New Game Plus mode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you can afford to put one in now.
Okay.
Because the next door isn't coming up until later in the level.
Gotcha.
And you'll be
No future. That's it. Walmart Canada. Oh, Canada, the home of ridiculously good deals. Hashtag deals. What's up with the guy getting mad at Wario64 for not covering international stores and retailers?
There's a thing on the ground behind you.
Where?
Right there in the corner.
Oh, hey, look at that. Database. Dr. Warwick Davis.
Harris is asleep after another strong sedative. He seems literally unable to sleep without chemical aid. Most people succumb to exhaustion after 50+ hours of waking, regardless of any desire to stay awake. Not Harris. His explanation of events in the colony is also odd and points to the same paranoia we've seen elsewhere planetside. His guilt is not in doubt. 2 planetside security officers were present when he took Dr. Scariello hostage and murdered Nurse Evans, and he doesn't deny his actions, but he insists there was no crime, nor does he feel guilt. This is classic sociopathic behavior. But Harris, exhibits no other symptoms. He is affable and friendly, able to empathize with the offer original opinions. When questioned about the murder, however, he becomes withdrawn and intransient, displaying schizophrenic behavior. He also undergoes intermediate hallucinatory periods, again similar to those experienced by the colonists. Harris claims he threatened the doctor because he had to stop the dreams and the faces, and that he'll kill again to make it whole again. What that means, I haven't determined yet. A most intriguing case.
Woo! They should also probably follow Wario Says Cultro or Wario 6 a quarter. Okay then.
Time to
hello
move that.
Use kinesis on heavy objects that display this symbol.
Oh, that's a kinesis symbol? This seems OP. Oh! That sounds bad. Where? There. Oh no, they're on the walls! That's right, I can run backwards.
Press A to get rid of that thing. There you go. Have stasis.
You do have stasis. Whoops. There we go.
You're missing.
What the hell is going on? There, thank you. Oh, you're still alive. That's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Well, that was interesting. Tom should totally use the bench while fighting them. What could possibly go wrong? Everything! Actually, it's everyone, he says, but not. Go watch The Professional. You'll see a performance out of Gary Oldman that you won't soon forget. Is that
That is a power box.
I guess I got it. Hey!
So you use that to go up. So go in the door behind you.
This door?
Yep.
Okay. This time? Is he,
Hey, he's just kind of dead.
Okay, then. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's bad.
And now he's dead.
There's a blue thing.
Pulse rounds.
Pulse rounds. Gotcha. Hey, congratulations!
Could have been 2 crowns.
Could have. Is it? It's time, or is it?
It's time.
It's time for the side scrollers news desk. Hit the music. I wonder who has that button. How many crowns do you have now, Wordman? Going on up. Oh, jeez.
I wonder how you pass this thing. How do you walk across?
Ah! Oop, too far. There we go. Thank you. Position. Whoa, you're a big boy. The bigger they are, the harder they die! Aw, crap! Spook music means run! What? Oh, he's over there. Come on. Stick your dang head out. Did you just leave?
Yeah, he was gonna go to the vent behind you. Then you came back.
Well, that was cool. You've won 6 crowns. Another reminder, you can grab a necromorph with kinesis if it's dead. Right, that's what we were talking about. But I can't do it while they're alive, which would have been fun to throw them in just like, you know, like Half-Life 2, grabbing a dead Combine. So actually, no, I think you can do it with a live. Well, if you have like the blue gravity gun, the orange one doesn't work. Then oh, that might be the great equalizer. The end game gravity gun is super OP. As long as Gordon has it. That's the big if, though.
Yeah, there's a thing in 3 where it supercharges Isaac's kinesis as well.
Bong.
Where you just kill necromorphs just by kinesising.
Nice. You can, let's see here. You can always throw something at necromorphs to see if it pops up, right? Boop, 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 boop. X-rays?
You can shoot it or just smack it. Are you ready, Tom?
Are you ready, kids? Oh. The marker will save us? Magic marker?
So the object, it's called the marker.
I see.
And it's what the unitologists worship.
I see. Oh!
You have a minute. Press A.
Oh.
Press A to get rid of that. Oh, look, you got a minute, Tom. There was something in there.
I thought I got it.
No, you passed it. You walked by it. There's
oh.
Air canister.
Yeah.
Look out into space.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a glowy thing. Right to your left. I thought I saw it. Never mind. Just go.
What was... Is there was something out there?
There's supposed to be like a note or something. It might be at the beginning.
As you know, Ishimura is able to set his gravity locally. Your grav boost will kick in when you enter a 0G.
So what if I go back outside? Is it going to recharge it back to 100 again?
Yeah. Oh. You got full health or full air again.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look back outside and see.
Not really in this one. When you no, there they are.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, it's line racks. They sell for good.
Okay.
I think the node is later on. That's the plan.
You can't just shoot a hole into Mars with a BFG. I haven't even played that, and I know about that one. You can inhale bubbles to get more air. Yes, exactly.
Exiting vacuum.
Yeah, no, like in Doom 3, when you go outside and on the surface of Mars, there are like air canisters just like lying around outside that you can get, but like you, generally speaking, I think you only have like 60 seconds worth of oxygen.
You can get like one upgrade of air, but like you can get through everything without upgrades.
Mm-hmm. It just makes it easier.
Even the ones later, it's like they give you air things, air recharges, stations all over the place for later portions of the game.
But Piccolo and Roshi can blow up the moon, yes, because we're talking about like a different thing.
Your ammo counter will flash red if you can't jump to a surface.
So you aim, and then if you can jump there, you just push Y and you'll jump.
What?
Just jump onto the wall.
Woo!
Now you can run.
It's 2001: A Space Odyssey, yo.
And there's like boxes all over the place, so.
Explosive stuff. Oh, I wonder what I'm supposed to do with that.
And that's a good one. And you gotta get the one on the other side.
Right.
Door. And 2, you have Iron Man boosters.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can just float around in 360.
Repulsor blast. Todd Ingram can punch a hole in it. I guess that was in the comic because he didn't do that in the movie. I still think it's fantastic they got Brandon Roth to play Todd Ingram in the movie, though. Like, you're gonna literally have Superman play a super vegan. All right, so we've circled the room.
Well, yeah, that you have to jump onto that platform where the door is. Also, there's an ammo box up above here, right there.
Oh,
Kinesis it.
Yeah.
So you gotta go around. And that's
jump onto this.
Yeah, but on the other side.
Oh, on the other side. Whoop whoop. So we gotta get. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Well, geez. I thought I had to go looking for it. I was like, it was there all along. Todd Howard can port Skyrim to the moon, right? You know, I almost hope that now that Bethesda is a part of the Microsoft studios, I want them to track down the guy that was like super hype at that one Bethesda E3 presentation who just kept going woo after everything that they announced, and have him in the front row at when E3 returns to normal, if it ever does. You know, it's just like, hey, he's on the payroll now.
Combine that with the thermite at the barricade to destroy it. Shit. I can hear more coming.
Hey.
Watch the language, mister.
Stay safe, Isaac.
We got the thermite. We can have an episode of Mythbusters now. Oh, cool. The helmet's light source actually interacts with surfaces. That's nice. That's a nice touch. Gosh, for a game in 2008, its lighting engine is super sophisticated.
Oh yeah, now you can fight Zero G.
Oh crap!
You can jump.
Yeah,
to escape.
Yeah. Oh, there's another chargy thing. Oh, there's a couple of them.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. When they die, they just ragdoll into space. Where is he? I hear him, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
So it's them and babies. Those are the only things you'll encounter in Zero G in this one.
Gotcha. In this one, he says. Isn't thermite the explosive that Dad in his chat... Yes, you can actually buy thermite. AKA legal plastic explosives. If you want to see some really crazy stuff, there are videos of people... Like, it was even on Mythbusters, and they still couldn't figure out what was causing it. If you go ahead and you make, like, blocks of ice... and then put a canister of thermite on top of it, for some reason it causes the entire structure to just explode. And what they're thinking is happening is that the powder aerosolizes in the air, and then just causes the sudden change in temperature just causes the ice packs to just go kaboom. Oh, that's
right,
where I was.
Here, yeah.
Oh, so there was more than one charge pack. Well, what's over here?
Nothing. You can't go there.
Oh, okay. I thought it said the thing would turn red if I...
Well, if you try to jump there.
Oh, well, that's... Okay. Yeah, good memory, Vinny.
Okay, yeah. It's, the next game has the power node outside the first. Okay.
Plot twist, future E3 conferences will look like limited run. Yeah. What's up, Candid? How is your look back at SGC 2010 video coming? Oh crap!
Yeah, you can't hear them in Zero G.
No, but it seems that the artificial gravity works just well enough to keep them from floating away. Man, I'm surprised there's no quick turn in this. Because, like, I didn't think they, like, did the quick turn on purpose in Gears of War. Where, like, you could hold down the A button and start running in the opposite direction. Like, holding down on the stick and that would work. And it was like, oh, that's just like what it was in Resident Evil 4, but I don't know if that was on purpose or not. You can't hear them scream, but you can hear yourself choke. Yes. I thought that was weird.
You might have to run downstairs and pick up Brent. So I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine. Downstairs? You mean upstairs?
No, downstairs. Cameron just got home from work.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Clay's gonna go break some legs, everybody. He'll be back in a minute. Hey, tell him we're live! Hey, you know what? It is time for a water break. And in fact, can I still? Yes, okay. Let's have a water break. Run a commercial. Yes.
I came over here.
Hmm?
I said I came here, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps.
And we're back.
We'll be right this after that, and hey, we're back. All right.
Now you head back.
All right. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Duh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Let me get the chat back out. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, bad timing, buddy. Bad timing. There's another one. Where is it?
He's running around on the wall.
Oh, I see him.
Glitching the fuck out. Okay, shoot his tail off.
The tail is the weakness. Yes, hail water, hydrate. Oh, here comes another one. Oops. Very nice. Oh, spiky.
Shoot it at him.
Yeah. Ooh, spiky. Oh, it just passed right through him. That's even better. And
I think it took out his head.
It sure as heck did. It sure did something. Hey, you still... Oh, he's gone. Woo! Oh, that's bad. That's awkward. Ah, get it off!
Heal. Because they do a ton of damage.
Yeah, you best be running. Okay, then. I guess it defaults to using the smallest health packs first.
It depends, I think. Sometimes it uses the biggest.
I see. Those are the enemies where the line gun's alt fire can be helpful. Gotcha.
Either that or the force gun.
Clay, have you seen Venom versus Krona yet? I don't know who Krona is.
She's a they are a character from Soul Eater.
I see.
Anime.
Gotcha.
Yes, I have. The store's behind you.
Oh, right. Hi, store.
It went about as well. it went as I thought it would. I knew nothing but about Corona, but I figured what was going to happen happened. Sell the gold semiconductor.
Right. Ah! Where is it?
Right there. The one with the money symbol.
Yeah. Duh.
I'd sell the medium rare can. You're not. It's up to you if you want to keep it, but I'd never keep anything like that.
What about the line rack? Get rid of that too.
Yeah, get rid of the line racks because you're not gonna. If you're doing a plasma color only run.
Elfin lied, if I recall. Don't know my anime. I don't either. I'm trying to get better at it myself.
That was Lucy. She faced Venom.
Carnage. She faced Carnage.
Oh yeah, Carnage.
I haven't seen the fight. I just remember that going like, I don't know who Lucy is, but Carnage is Cletus Cassidy. Cletus is a wuss. The symbiote is strong, but it's still a baby, so it's not as strong as Venom.
Yeah, power nodes.
Oh yeah.
And go upgrade, put 2 in. Go back and put 2 in, and then we'll continue on.
Where's the...
To your right. That door.
This door?
Yep.
Okay. It says I should put the thermite in the thing.
Oh yeah, that's what you need to do. I'm just saying go upgrade your gear.
Alright.
Go upgrade your plasma color.
Yes.
And then you can upgrade your suit after you're done upgrading the plasma color. Because other than those little bastards, you don't really get hit. And it's not like they're going to do anything.
It's gone pretty well so far. Might be a little hard to think about Rooster Teeth adjacent stuff for a short while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rooster Teeth, but like I still consider Death Battle.
It's the boys.
Yeah,
it's the boys. I mean, that's.
And just do the one above it, and then you got a whole thing to work with for a good while.
Go capacity, damage, reload.
And then you
wow, that is a hell of an upgrade tree.
And then if you go over one and go down, you can get another capacity and damage.
Yeah.
And then you do the one right there. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You need 11 more and you'll max it out. And we're still only in chapter 2.
Loving it!
Superior tech!
Oh! K-Dog gifting a sub!
Loads of money!
Alright.
Been in there.
Yep.
That room's cleaned.
Let's go back.
Let's go put the thermite in and continue on.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably use a small health pack as well.
Hey, I remember to press the right button this time. How about that? Whoop.
Good on everything.
Well, it's more about like supporting them in what their current job is more than anything else. Like, I haven't watched an episode of Death Battle in over 2 years, but I know that's their 9 to 5 now, so I want to be like supportive of them, even though I'm not participating in it. Like, Game Attack just didn't feel right, even when it was a Screw Attack show, so I was less inclined to check that out. So. Oh, you should get away from that. That was not smart. Thermite gets absurdly hot and he can melt steel. Like, that was not smart. I'm surprised you don't take damage for that.
Okay, you're through. Should be clear from there to the morgue. Remember, the codes are on the captain's body.
Again, look how fast this... Like, not even Leon readies his gun that fast. That's tremendous.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan transmitting ship-wide. We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening. These wounds, we are not equipped to deal with this. Get him to the table. Hold him. Nurse, you hold him down. Every quarter.
When's Resident Evil 4? I don't know, Clay. When's Resident Evil 4?
I can't tell from here when that log was made.
I mean, like, we did
I'm sure she's
5
around
and
somewhere.
6. I basically have all of them. In one form or another, but, I guess the real big question is, do we do it without power weapons, or are we doing it with power weapons? Am I playing it on professional? Am I playing it on normal? I've done it both ways. I almost want to do it on professional, but good lord, is it hard starting out. By the time you get to the castle, then it kind of levels out, because you got weapons to level, keep the playing field even, but, like, starting out, it's...
Yeah, once you get that sniper rifle...
Oh yeah, it changes everything.
But, the only gun I've never gotten in 4 is the hand cannon.
I haven't gotten the hand cannon either, just because I'm terrible at mercenaries. You know, that's the way you unlock it. I actually remember a guy coming in to buy an action replay for his GameCube because he didn't want to have to go through mercenaries to unlock it. Oh, that's bad. Oh, they can open doors?
No.
Oh, that was just me being close to it?
Yeah, it's proximity. They're going to spawn behind you if you don't get out there.
Because Resident Evil 4 is, like, in the upper echelon of games that I've played more than 10 times across multiple platforms. That's the one out of the entire franchise I have the most experience with.
Well, it's probably the greatest game ever made.
It's definitely up
like,
there.
There's an argument for that for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, there's only one part of the game that I dread, and it's not because it's hard. It's hard because it's RNG. Sewers, because you gotta get those freaking gems from those bugs. If you didn't have to worry about that, that's why I almost want to do it with power weapons. You know, so that way I don't have to worry about that, but that would be like super OP and cheating and all that fun stuff. That would be more like, how fast can Tom beat Resident Evil 4 without dying? Oh.
Don't worry about that.
That's so, but yeah, no, that's this getting the gems for the butterfly lantern is the only part of the game that I dread. Everything else I love about that game. Now, of course, like, yeah, you get one for killing the giant hive, but that's just one, and I don't want to have to wait till you go back underground again a second time to hope that you get one as a drop. It's RNG at its absolute worst, and that's going to be a very boring part of the stream of me actively reloading, because if you get a blue one, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get a red one after that, and then the greens are super common, so I don't even care about that. So once you get that, then everything's fine. It's gravy.
To your left or right.
And I've actually gotten better at the shooting range, so I no longer dread that part of the game either. I used to not like it because it was so time-consuming, and I was a terrible shot because I was so used to playing it on the Wii. And then I found that you could actually use the I used to use the TMP setup, and now I use the pistol.
Oh yeah, I always used to.
Yeah, and been able to consistently nail the little, what's his dude?
Salazar.
Sadler.
Sadler is the main bad guy.
Okay, so Salazar's the little Napoleon guy. So after the remake comes out, yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't want to dominate all of Clay's time. That would just be rude. But you know, that's RE4 has been something that's been in the talks ever since we did 5 and 6. which I really enjoyed looking back on. Oh, what the? What is hitting me? Oh, he's hitting me.
Yeah.
This is going well. Let's get some space in between.
Yeah, Tom,
that was a bad idea.
Yeah,
that was. Oh, great! He's still alive.
No, that's a different one. This is like a combat one. Those are a lot. Well, no,
well, that was fun. Oh wait, nope. There's still one more. The music decided to go home early that day. There we go. Tom, go ahead. Take all of Clay's time. Loon will allow him a leave of absence.
To your right is a node.
I don't know who Loon is, but he or she may give the leave of absence, but will Kanan allow it?
Kelly runs Loon.
Ooh.
Loon is the FC.
Oh, I thought Loon was a person.
Good. You see that? You see that door?
Yeah.
Good.
Node.
Do it.
Node. Open sesame. Huh?
Back up. You're on the corner. Go through.
There is a thing in the way. Oh. Lion rags.
Yep. There, you should be good on ammo for a long time.
Yeah, indeed.
Hey Woody, why aren't you playing Dead Space?
Woody doesn't like scary games. Woody, I gotta be perfectly honest with you. The thing that I haven't, like... I'm kind of, like, dead inside. I don't know how to describe it. But, like, nothing in this game has really made me go, ah! The music has made me go, oh, no, more than, like, freaking me out. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. Like, I really haven't had a game scare me since, like, the 16-bit era. And it was mostly atmospheric music, and that was... Like, it traumatized my brother. Like, when he played Secret of Mana, the music from the temple in South Pandora messed him up.
I don't know what's happening. Why did they all leave? I'm going to try and find someone. If you can hear this, please come for me. I can hear scratching in the wall.
Scratching in the wall.
Who's there? Are you a doctor? Why is everyone... Wait, I know you. You're Harris, the prisoner from the colony. You killed that nurse. Help! Somebody help me! Please! Please!
Well, that went well. You might play Dead Space for the first time because of me now. Well, that's cool.
You got that.
I've done a public service.
Not that way. That way.
Oh, gosh, I didn't even see that.
No, you went that. You came from that way. Go that way. That way.
Down the hallway. Yeah. No. No, crap! Get off me, son! Oh, no! Well, this is going swimmingly.
Heal.
Hi! That was exciting.
There's two. Good.
I'm sure she's fine. Yeah, fine like wine. Fermenting.
I'd say Clock Tower would still be scarier because you can't fight back.
Yeah, I actually, and Clock Tower also doesn't support the mouse, which is absurd considering its interface, which would freak me out even more, which is why I really didn't like going back to play the remake of Resident Evil or Resident Evil 0 until the HD versions where they added 3D camera movement, because now I'm not fighting the controls.
Well, Mal, go back and watch Tom play Fatal Frame. You'll change your tune. I read what he wrote.
Tom still playing better than the streamer I watch. Oh, man, ghosts are bullshit. Sorry, not sorry.
Language!
Like, you know, like, I hope.
Alright, that's the way you came.
Right, and that's where I need to go, right? I hope that more Tecmo games go backward compatible when Series X comes out, and I hope the 2 Fatal Frames are at the top of the list. So that way me and Kelly can actually go ahead and actually finish that game finally. Oh, that's... No ragdoll physics there, that was hand animated. Oh, was it? It's locked? Couldn't get in there. Oh, look at that baby. That baby's dead. Was Tom screaming at the ghost and taking 20 shots on the... No, Tom doesn't drink and Tom didn't scream on the first ghost because I actually played it once before and I just didn't realize how overqualified Kelly was to be playing the game. Like the first time and last time that I actually got startled by that game was when me and my brother were first playing it and we got to the courtyard that had the stone well in the middle of it, off to the right, and we'd just gotten done watching The Ring, and we were both like, we're not going anywhere near that.
Further to our previous conversation, I asked that you delay bringing the marker up from the planet for a day or two. You know, I'm as keen as anyone to study it in detail. And I understand your sense of urgency given the events on the colony, but that's why I ask. What's happening down there is just too unique, too unprecedented to cut it short without proper time to study the causes and effects. In light of discussion I had with Dr. Mercer, I'd like to meet with
Matthew Mercer?
Doctors Scalia and Welland planetside to get their observations.
I didn't know doctors could be abbreviated in the plural. Good lord. Ladders give me... Ladders and stairs are my arch nemesis in that game. Oh boy.
Favorite word that starts with L, has 2 D's and ends in ERS.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's... I would very much like those games to go backward compatible because so many other of the Tecmo games have, and also like trying to... Is she out?
No.
Oh, okay, I thought you saw her. Because it would be like, I have Fatal Frame 1, I want to do Fatal Frame 2 Ox-Y Gen, and having it backward compatible means we will get a reasonably priced digital version to pick up.
Officer Dr. Kine reporting. The colony's problems concern me greatly. I have no doubt they are somehow linked to the discovery of the marker, but the exact nature of that connection is still unknown. Almost 40% of the colonists are experiencing a form of dementia.
Oh boy.
The obvious symptoms are acute depression, insomnia, and hallucination.
It sounds like me right now.
Incidents of violence and even murder also indicate extreme paranoia. Dr. Mercer has advised that I bring some of the affected on board for study. Dr. Welland, the
affected, not
planetside
affected.
psychiatrist, has reported that his own analysis has been fruitless. I'm hesitant to rely on Dr. Mercer at this point, but I need his expertise. We need solutions, and we need them quickly.
So Mal, what ended up happening was we stayed away from the stone wall in the courtyard on the right side, and we went up to the entrance to the other side of the mansion or the house or whatever it was through the thicket of trees, and a ghost passed through the door, and we were like, well, this is BS. Ghosts are passing through, so we're trying to get some distance and turn around and take photos on it, and it was passing through the trees, and this is where my infamous ghosts are bullshit thing came from, and we kept getting further and further away trying to stop this thing, and by the time we had realized after we got that ghost, we were right next to the well, and the ghost got us there. So yeah, that was the first time and the last time that Fatal Frame actually startled and really shook me. Well, that was an interesting shadow. Oh, I can kind of like... No! Get back! Oh, you son of a... Thank you. spend a lot of time shooting horizontally, don't you? Alan Wake scares you? Oh, Alan Wake's one of my favorite games. Take 2 pills in the morning and you'll be nice and calm all day. You're a coward for... Woody is as strong as a person as I know you are. Being to handle the most tense of social situations with style and grace. I never would have thought that you would be afraid of spooky games. I just did not know that until you made that a stretch goal. Does this mean you're not going to be joining us for Friday the 13th? On Free Play Friday in November. Yeah, by the way, guys, Friday the 13th, the game on November 13th. So, you've got over a month. Plan that stuff out. Oh, no, that's just... Oh!
You popped it and went...
Oh, that's gross!
So now you can... Now you know you can do that to heads.
Ugh. Last year you marathon Silent Hill 1 through 4. The sound line for shows really gets you. Yeah, actually, you know... Really? Objective added, don't die.
Now you know how necromorphs are made.
Yeah, that's some John Carpenter's The Thing nonsense going on right there.
Hey Tom, it's after you now.
Let it come.
Also, it's black.
Oh, crap. Don't shoot, that man isn't black.
Oh, hey Tom, it's making another.
Oh, crap. That's bad. Not anymore, it is.
Yeah, but it did. I'd heal.
I'm trying to... That was not...
You're dead.
Hey, there we go. First death.
So, they infect corpses.
Yes.
So now you know to stomp every fucking thing you see.
That's what I've been doing!
Yeah, but this time you check out a room, you use your kinesis and you drag it all over and you just stomp all the limbs off.
Okay.
So then it'll just come for you and then you can just kill it. Because even if it jumps on you, if you mash out of it, it's an instant kill.
Gotcha. Mal, the music that was... well, actually, it's really not music. It's more
Also,
like
I was waiting for that part.
The sound that is used on the final boss in Silent Hill 1. They apparently used a hand-turning, like a manually powered pneumatic drill from a dentist's office as a part of the sound effect. Like, the sound design is really, really crazy. I would strongly encourage you to check out Nitro Rad's YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. He's a fellow Canuck. He's over in Nova Scotia. Fellow G1, brilliant kid, straight out of college making YouTube videos. He covered the original 4 Silent Hill games back in either 2014 or 2015, and then he did the other 4 after that the following November. They're really, really good. Oh, you've been watching it for years? Okay, that's good. 1, you're really gonna go ahead and just start putting that in the chat. So yeah, that's yeah, Nitrorad's great. He's real good. I was actually very surprised to see him on Craig's podcast. So, can I run in there before?
Nope.
Oh, I gotta wait for him to break open?
Yep. And you already made your first mistake.
What?
There's still bodies on the floor.
Oh, crap.
Also, you still have your stasis.
That's true, I do, don't I? Woo!
You got the bat.
Physics!
Also, the captain's still alive.
That was the captain? Screw you. Well, at least I'm not having as much trouble as what Pika-Me was doing playing Mario 64.
Good. Thank God.
She tries to make her streams family friendly, but boy did she break
Right
that
now.
rule because of
Head to the
TikTok
tram
clock.
station, and I'll contact you there.
We are not family friendly tonight. Family friendly is dead. F you, Mario. It was very, very funny.
Alright, now let's search around and look for stuff.
Yes.
So, as I was saying, if you see a body or a corpse, you drag it to you with kinesis without going too far,
And then throw it.
No, you stomp all the limbs off, and you do that for almost every body, just in case an infected bat is around.
Gotcha.
Because it makes enhanced slashers, the black ones, and their endgame enemies.
Oh, that's exciting.
My sad duty officially pronounced, Captain Benjamin Matthias dead. Reports of the exact circumstances surrounding his death are conflicted, and beyond the scope of my role, I can only report on the body. Subject was generally good health for his age, though the cursory blood test indicates his leukocyte count was very low, and with eosinophilus in particular almost non-existence. His pre-flight physical exam showed no such problems, indicating rapid onset. However, it is unlikely this had any effect on his death. Multiple contusions on his arms and hands indicate a brief struggle pre-mortem. Slight contusion around the ribcage, suggesting his chest was restrained in some way. Cause of death was a single prolonged trauma to the ocular body, which continued through the cavity wall and finally into the frontal lobe, causing rapid neurotrauma, seizure, and death. The force required to puncture the ocular cavity in this manner is great, and the possibility of self-infliction correspondingly low. I therefore have no alternative but to record a primary verdict of unlawful death, whether deliberate or accidental is beyond my jurisdiction.
Contusion is a fancy medical word for heavy bruising.
He got
terminated.
He went through the eye.
Yeah, right through the eye. Just I didn't know until years later that they actually those actors were twins. They didn't just go ahead and like freeze frame, switch camera. I was like, no, it was two. Hey, there we go.
Camera node.
Nitro Red, formerly on the G1 Spotlight, as he should be. James is a very, very talented kid.
Alright.
Really, really glad that he's found that. Like, he used to like
Did
have
you get
his
the thing in the right there. Did you get that one in there?
I don't think I did.
Yep, you did.
Oh, I did. No.
All right, we're good.
Really?
You want to pick up the head?
Nope.
You want to throw the head?
Nope.
You want to pick up the head?
Al Snow. Al Snow. What do we want? We want head. When do we want it? Now. Oh, that's so nasty. Ugh. Is that's just the door into there? Okay. Yep. Interesting how they just decided to put that there. Come on, come on.
You want to stomp off another person's head and throw that one?
No, I'm good.
Plenty of bodies.
Mm-hmm. That's now that you've brought that up, that's actually another thing that I hope goes backward compatible is the original Xbox version of Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 4. I don't know why 3 never made its way over there, but I know it's not perfect compared to the PS2 version, but it did offer some unique lighting effects that were not present even on the PC version, which was garbage from all accounts, but like that was something that was really, really cool. Also, the lighting holds up better because it wasn't designed around having a CRT. They actually built the Xbox version around a plasma screen. Unfortunately, the CG did not run at 60 frames per second, and I have no idea why that wasn't the case.
Yeah, you've been here, so...
Oh, have I?
Yeah, it's time to go back.
Oh, okay.
Because you went that way to go to the...
Oh, I did, didn't I? Well, is that Oxygen? That is Oxygen.
Yeah.
Oxygen. That's how I remember how to spell it in like 5th grade. Oxygen. Ah, crap! It's the bad ones. No!
He's dead.
I really don't like how the flashlight just goes away as soon as...
He dropped ammo.
Where?
Okay, keep walking.
Oh, hello. At least you can pick up stuff while you're aiming. And there's a lot of other games that don't let you do that. It just blows my mind. That's such a simple thing to do, yet not everybody does it, which doesn't make any flippin' sense to me.
Isaac! Somehow one of them found a way down to the captain's nest. I managed to contain it in a damaged escape pod.
How did you get it in there?
Lifting executive lockdown now. I found the deck logs.
The what logs?
Whatever is happening around here, it came from the planet when they cracked it open. It spread to the colony and reached the ship. Isaac, this isn't an infection. It's some form of alien life. Shit, we've got bigger problems. The ship's engines are offline and our orbit is decaying. Get over to the engineering deck ASAP while I stay here and figure out what the problem is.
Did they say the engines were shot anyway? What? You move faster while aiming. I just noticed that.
Unless you're running, then running.
Right, yeah. Running is obviously going to be fast. It's like, it's in between. It's faster than walking, but not as fast. Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
There's also the store.
Yes! I think I have...
Oh, you got a bunch of stuff that you can sell or store or...
I'm gonna sell and store and store and sell and upgrade the thing and the mabob. Wants to upgrade my plasma cutter. You know, there's an achievement in Gears 4 for beating the game without using the Lancer or the starting pistol. And I thought that was the cruelest thing in the world.
Because you start out with both of them?
You're right. So, like, as soon as you... Well, I mean, in Gears 4, you start out with, like, different weapons. You don't get the Lancer until you meet up with Marcus. He has his own private armory that he loads up. But it's like, within the first 2 hours of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the weapon that is synonymous with the franchise, and then you can't use it. It was just like, that is so cruel. And, oh, you have to do it on hard difficulty. Not insane. They're not that mean. But I was just like, really? Really? You're going to make me do that? Ugh. Play it in co-op.
You just bought them.
Hi, folks.
There's your inventory.
You never use the Lancer? Really? Like, I know a bunch of people in multiplayer that don't use it. They prefer the hammer burst.
Yeah, all the way down is their line racks.
Nasher long shot? Oh. Yeah, the long shot is good. There we go. Oh, I have to... Oh, did it sell all 6 of them?
Yeah, it sold them all.
Oh.
What? 200 off.
Should probably put away some of this plasma. Just because we've got so much of it. Okay. I guess that's how big the magazine eventually gets to be, is 25?
No,
or?
no, it's 20.
Okay. Woody is a sniper? Woody likes to take the shot. That's what I remember the most. Oh, I guess we're not buying a node right now.
No, I'd just continue on.
Okay.
You're at the end of the chapter. You're gonna get on the tram, and then you're going back to where you came.
Gotcha.
No, I mean you are literally going back to the where you came. You gotta go to the train.
Well, didn't the thing just point me in the up? Oh, haha! Just kidding. Just kidding.
In the second game, you hold it and then you push up and down on the D-pad, and it'll tell you it's like there's a bench this way, a save point, all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool. You know, I just realized, do I still have any small med packs stored? Because I should probably heal. Yes, I do. Well, look at that. Does rig stand for something, or is it just what it is?
It's your rig.
Okay.
I forget what it's actually called, or it stands for, but Essentially, it's just called the rig.
Is that how much space I have left?
Yeah.
You know, I guess I probably should just... One plasma. Just one. Didn't realize I had that much open space. Okay. Save the rest for later.
Now, it is 11 o'clock and you're saving here at the end of the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
I think we could call it early. Oh. The tram's right here. Duh.
Yeah.
I know we started like 15 minutes late, but this feels like a good natural breaking point. Lab rat! Yay!
Intensive care, I. Pete.
Yes! Yes!
You're into engineering.
Because, like, how do save points work other than, like, the checkpoint system?
No, save points are...
Oh, when you find them on the wall. Duh.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm good at video games. No, not really. Okay. Well, that will do it. That is a good place. I didn't realize we would be so close to time to target. We'll have to remember to... Hopefully I won't run into that. It's been a long time since I did that. Basically what happened is I do a hard reboot on the console to reset the HDCP handshake so that way the Elgato doesn't have a heart attack. And when I did that, the hard drive was spazzing out and wouldn't load anything. So after 2 more hard resets, Clay's like, why don't you just unplug it and replug it? And I'm like, it's been a while since I did that. And sure enough, that's exactly what fixed the problem. So... But anyways, this will do it for tonight. We will go ahead and continue next Tuesday for Dead Space. This is awesome. This is, like, again, in the long list of games of, like, I should have played this sooner, and yet I haven't, but I'm glad it kind of worked out this way, because I think this is a much more fun way to do this. So that's cool.
Now, I'm torn, because at the end of this, I'm like, I want to go right into Dead Space 2 for certain reasons, but then there's also, we could just wait.
Right,
and
yeah.
I'm debating on what I want to do.
You go ahead and stew on that. We'll figure it out. I will not object to it any which way.
Because Dead Space 2, hands down, plays the best.
I have no doubt in my mind. Just based from the gameplay snippets I remember seeing on the game trailers reviews, and I think Brian did the review for Dead Space 2.
Brian, I probably did the review for all of them.
Right. So...
I know he did 3, because I was a part of that one.
Right, yes. So that'll do it. So we'll go ahead and reconvene next Tuesday for more Dead Space. Good stuff. And then we got Spider-Man tomorrow. And then this Friday, don't forget, Rocket League, cross-network play. All platforms are available to play on. It's free to play on all of them. And if you didn't get it on Steam, you got to play it on Epic Games Store. But, you know, that's free is free, and it's no big deal. So that'll do it for tonight. We'll go ahead and reconvene tomorrow. Have a good night. Sleep well. And we'll go from there. Care to say goodnight, Clay?
Nope.
All right. Ric Flair, take us home.
Read what you want to read. Believe what you want to believe. But go to bed.
Go to bed. Good night, everybody. Ciao, ciao.
Nicole is dead.